Hey guys, in celebration of me hitting 40 subscribers, I'll do a Q&A. I know, very original idea, but in addition to answering every question, I will say something about the person who asked me that question. There are 34 in total. Let's get into the first question. This question comes from Ball White, an inspiring meme creator who's actually pretty talented. Their question is, what album from this year do you think should win an award? Out of all of the albums that dropped this year, there were some real masterpieces, and it's kinda hard to choose one that I think should get an award. I'm going with The Off-Season. That album has great lyricism, great storytelling, and even great features. Everything that led up to this album was a big moment in J. Cole's life. Give this album a Grammy instead of Olivia Rodrigo's album. Next question. This question comes from Natalie Winter. I collaborated with her 2 times and she has great video game related content. Their question is, what album do you think has the best intro? Honestly, I think My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy has the best intro. The starting track Dark Fantasy sets up perfectly the vibe of the album. It gives me that nostalgic feeling that no other intro can. Kanye was at his prime with this album and he's still doing good to this day. Plus Donda got a billion streams and he's one of the GOATs in my opinion. Next question. This question comes from Grizz Escobar. I low-key fuck with this dude. He's chill and cool. Their question is, what's an album you think is flawless? I'm going with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy again. 0 skips. There are low-key some hits on there, like Runaway with Pusha T, All of the Lights with Rihanna, Dark Fantasy, Devil in a New Dress with Rick Ross, and Power. I mean, what more can I say? Great feature selection, unforgettable verses, iconic music videos. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. Although, Fantano does have a complicated relationship with this album. Next question. This question comes from Andre Blais, another one of the homies. Their question is, what's your favorite sport and what's your favorite team that plays that sport? I like basketball a lot. It's always so fun to watch, except if one of the players are trash. For my favorite team, I'm going with the Los Angeles Lakers. That team is good on the field and with LeBron on their side, they can score themselves another victory. In terms of basketball games, I played the 2K ones in Wii Sports Resort. If you don't know how to play, then let me teach you. First you get in a starting posture, then you run towards the goal. As soon as you get to the goal, jump and do an upward motion to send the ball into the air, which would hopefully help it get into the goal. I recommend watching some highlights and taking notes from the professionals. Next question. This question comes from Leonidas Steele, who you might recognize as the guy who's subscribed to 100 people. That's an incredible feat he has. Their question is, what album do you think should have not won a Grammy? The answer is simple. Invasion of Privacy by Cardi B. This album's so forgettable that I forgot half of the songs on it. In fact, KOD could have won Album of the Year for 2018, but you give this talentless individual a Grammy. Just why? Here are just some of the duds on this album. She Bad is boring with a repetitive hook. Bickenhead is a failed attempt at sounding good on a Juicy J beat. I Do gets carried by Sissa, and Moneybag has a repetitive hook too. But the good outweighs the bad in this case. This is why men are better at rapping. Next question. This question comes from Azkarova, another talented meme creator. The question is, who do you think has the best vocals? There are some pretty good singers out there, like Bruno Mars, The Weeknd, and Dua Lipa, but in terms of best vocalist, Mariah Carey takes the cake. She has high notes that nobody else can do. Plus she has a nice singing voice. Her vocal sounds angelic on some songs. Another good singer is Sway Lee. He's the feature guy for a reason, because everyone wants a catchy hook. Him and Mariah have blessed the music industry as a whole. Next question. This question comes from Scotty is lit. Well, if it isn't the furry himself. Their question is, what's your favorite animal? I'm a dog person, so dogs are my favorite. They can actually be quite useful. Like they can attack the ones they don't trust. They can detect a smell which would help immensely if there was danger nearby, and they can even help blind people. Cats are lazy. They don't do anything and they mostly hate you. I think dogs are useful pets to have, and if you were ever thinking about getting a pet, get one that helps you over one that does nothing special. Next question. This question comes from Horse Girl, a good friend of mine. Their question is, what's your favorite video game at the moment? I have 2. Call of Duty Vanguard and Mytopia. I like the fact that you can now add makeup to your mice, as that wasn't a feature before in the 3DS. Plus the horse. I like the horse. And the Call of Duty game is one of my favorite shooter games. You know, something I can play with the boys. Both of these games are great. Next question. This question comes from Larry Koopa. I think he has the potential to make amazing content. Doesn't matter if it's Nintendo or anything else. Their question is, if you were to dye your hair, what color would you dye it? Now I'm not gonna dye my hair, but if I were to dye my hair I would probably dye it light gray. That color looks good on me. If I were to sell my rapper image, that hair color would be a step in the right direction. I know Marquis had black and red dreads for a while. He said that red was a hair color he wanted, and Orion wanted to go blonde, but Marquis doesn't have dreads anymore. He cut them off after the Astro World Festival incident. That I can understand because Travis Scott's an asshole if you look back at him now. Next question. This question comes from Deshawn Knight, another one of the homies. He's a fun guy to be around. Their question is, who's your favorite character in Squid Game? I would probably have to say the old man. I feel bad for him and resonate with his character quite a bit, like when he wanted the attacks to stop during the midnight strike. I feel you. This many people being killed at that rate, it just doesn't feel right, and you find out something sad about him in episode 6. I'm not gonna say what it is because, obviously, spoilers, but Squid Game is a hell of a show and a good one at that. Next question. This question comes from Corey Hart. I like Corey's content and I'm glad that he is an active viewer of the channel. The question is, who's your favorite Mario character? Bowser is my favorite. He's the badass villain that just looks so cool. He has this purple car that I like the design of. Plus Dry Bowser, he looks even cooler that way. You know how sometimes you would be rooting for the villain in a show or movie? That's because the villain is way cooler than the main character. And he's voiced by Jack Black in the new movie. Can't wait to see that. Next question. This question comes from Kit Mew, who is married to Scotty is lit. I like her music taste a lot. Their question is, what's your top 5 favorite Disney movies? My top 5 would look something like this. The Lion King is a masterpiece. It's Disney's way of showing children how the circle of life works. And that Mufasa scene messed me up as a child. Go watch the original, not the remake. WALL-E is about this robot who is left in the trash wasteland that is Earth, and the movie leaves a lasting impact on you with using little dialogue. That's also worth watching. Any Toy Story movie can go here, but I picked the third one because I liked that one the most. It's a roller coaster that will surely leave you feeling many emotions. Lilo and Stitch is about how this cute alien named Stitch finds out what family is. It's overall a good movie for me. I know some people hate that movie but this is my opinion after all. And Coco is also worth watching. It teaches you how important family actually is. These movies are all great. Go watch them on Disney+. Next question. This question comes from Duncan Clark. This guy is low-key funny, and I like how he gets the most random but creative ideas for his videos. Their question is, what's your favorite type of rap? I like a lot of styles of rap, but I mostly enjoy lyrical rap. Being able to tell a story through your song is incredible. Even the dopest rhymes and beat selections are noteworthy. Some artists like Snoop Dogg, Eminem, and Ice Cube are perfect examples of this, as they tell real-life stories through their view. I also like rage music which is full of loud synth beats. Next question. This question comes from Young Dram. I like Dram's content and I hope he keeps grinding. Their question is, what do you think is the best year in rap? I was stuck between 2015 and 1988. But I think 1988 is the better year. On that year alone, NWA, MC Hammer, Run DMC, Salt and Peppa, Slick Rick, and JJ Fad dropped. These are all classic albums from them that dropped in, looking back at it now, is the best year in rap. Next question. This question comes from roccowolf. I like your music taste too. Their question is, what's your favorite dog breed? I like the German Shepherd. I like how they look. Plus they're pretty smart dogs and work alongside the police. I want that type of dog, the one that sticks by my side and helps me, because I would rather want a useful animal than a lazy one. Next question. This question comes from Tyvon Memphis. I like this guy's music and content. He's a fun guy to work with. Their question is, What's your favorite restaurant to go to? I like going to Five Guys. They're genuinely my favorite burger place, and they have good fries too. It's homemade and it gives me the feeling I had when my parents made me lunch or dinner. Next question. This question comes from Devon Carter, good friend of mine. Their question is, who's your favorite drill artist? None other than Pop Smoke. He did something in drill music we've never seen before, and his legacy will live on forever, even though the label kinda fucked with it, but he was ahead of his time. He was starting to get more versatile with his music. He's a legend in the drill scene. Next question. This question comes from Cryptus808. He makes some good content, just saying. Their question is, what's your favorite holiday? Mine's Christmas. Just being around with the family opening gifts from each other is a good experience. Plus the jolly feeling you get from the music is unmatchable. Mariah Carey is still the queen of Christmas and Michael Bublé is still the king of Christmas. My second favorite holiday is Halloween. It's such a fun holiday to celebrate. Next question. This question comes from MarquisFalcon. This guy makes some of the best reviews I've ever seen, besides Swansea of course. Their question is, what's your favorite Scooby-Doo movie? There's quite a few that I like, but I really enjoyed the Scooby-Doo and Kiss movie. How cool is it just to solve mysteries in a theme park modeled after your favorite band? And they are both things I like. The band Kiss and Scooby-Doo. Also, Daphne had a crush on one of the band members. Overall, a pretty good movie. Next question. This question comes from Abigail Frontier. Glad that you're one of the first subscribers. Their question is, what's your favorite console? As of right now, it's the PlayStation 5. This console comes with amazing graphics and good games. Plus the console itself is sexy. One of the best models I've seen. It's currently sold out but hopefully you can get it for Christmas. Next question. This question comes from MerckmealBruh, your avatar. Are we ever gonna mention the fact that it's a dead meme? Anyways, their question is, who's your favorite SpongeBob character? Probably SpongeBob. He's as confident as I am when I make these videos and he has a job. I have a job too. YouTube is technically my job. I also like electronic music like SpongeBob does, and everyone else hates me. And by everyone else I mean the troll clan. That's the way it is though. Next question. This question comes from Jermaine Brown. He's a pretty cool guy too. Their question is, what's your favorite soda? Mine is Coca-Cola. It's the refreshing beverage you can have on the go or at home, and it's way better than Pepsi is. It's the drink you can share with the family. It's the drink you can share with friends. I usually order Coke any restaurant I go to, except with the ones that have Pepsi drinks. Then I just get Sierra Mist. Next question. This question comes from Bronson Clark. Same last name as Duncan Clark. Huh, you seem like his more gangster brother. Their question is, who's your favorite Pokemon? Game-wise, I like Mewtwo. They're the most powerful Pokemon in the game and they just seem cool. If you 1v1 me against Mewtwo, you're gonna lose. And when you lose, you're gonna lose badly. Anime-wise, I like Hunter. I like his personality as he's a trickster in the show. He also seems cool. I like Ghost Pokemon the most as they have this mysterious aura around them. It just seems so cool. I have to specify what Pokemon I like for both the games and the anime because they're completely different. Next question. This question comes from Saint Cartel. You're a great businessman. Just wanted to let you know that. Their question is, who do you think is the best duo? Definitely Outkast. The two just seem to work together perfectly. Like on Rosa Parks where their verses flow together, or on B.O.B. where their energy matches. Honestly, any song they make together sounds good, and I hope they focus on their solo careers too. Next question. This question comes from Cameron Wade. I like your music and content. Always gotta wonder how you multitask from the two. Anyways, their question is, who's your favorite producer? My favorite producers are Pierre Bourne and Metro Boomin, but I'm gonna stick with Metro for this one. I like the dark and menacing vibe some of his beats have, and the sampling is next level. Like the Go Legend sample, absolutely beautiful. You know, rappers who produce for themselves also have good sampling. I'm impressed by how a rapper can sample a song so perfectly and make it their own song. Kanye and Peggy are perfect examples of this. Next question. This question comes from Lily Winter. You have some good content. You just need to post more. Anyways, their question is, what shows did you grow up watching? I grew up watching the old Scooby-Doo show and Pokemon Indigo League. As you know, I'm a big Scooby-Doo fan and part of that came from my childhood. I used to watch the old show on Saturdays and I loved every part of it. And I like Pokemon too. I think every one of them is unique. Like Hunter, I thought he was cool. And Pikachu, he's just cute. I am also pretty skilled in the games and can teach you all about them. And my childhood shaped who I am today as I revisit my childhood favorites and still enjoy them. Next question. This question comes from Mr. Beast's cousin. I'm glad you're back. I missed your content. Their question is, when you're not making videos, who do you watch? Good question. I like to watch Corey X Kenshin and Dante because they're both entertaining. Corey has some of the best gameplay videos I've seen. Dashi has some pretty good ones too. His editing is top tier and I like his personality. I always get hyped when he uploads. That's the first person I watch after I make a video. The second person I watch is Dante. He's low-key hilarious and has some of the best reaction videos I've seen. No hate to the other reaction channels. Except for some channels, your reactions are boring. I like both of these YouTubers and their videos give me something to do when I'm bored. Next question. This question comes from DragonGod87, also known as the Sus YouTuber. I like working with him a lot. Their question is, what inspired you to be a YouTuber? It originally started in April where I would make my own 10-second reviews inspired by Rough Criminal. Then it expanded into way more than that. I started making unique video ideas off the top of my head and I was dedicated to my YouTube job. All this hard work is why I am here today with 17,000 views in total. Next question. This question comes from Connor Jones, yet another YouTuber like me who's blowing up, and he's a Black Marvel fan. I like that. Their question is, who's your favorite superhero? I have many superheroes I like, but Deadpool's my favorite. He's just so badass. He's cool and has a fun personality which makes the Deadpool movies so interesting. And he's also played by the talented Ryan Reynolds, one of my favorite actors. He also played Pikachu in Detective Pikachu, and even though video game movies don't do that well, this is genuinely one of those video game movies I actually liked. I'm worried about the Super Mario movie because they could mess that up or they could make it a good movie. I'm betting the first option. Next question. This question comes from Kendrick Amirshawn. It's rare that I see someone's first name, middle name, and last name on their channel. Liking the Mozzie profile picture though. Their question is, West Coast or East Coast, who has the better music? I'm not from either coast but I gotta say, the East Coast has better music. It's just that I like their sounds more than the West Coast. With the East Coast you got Lil Uzi Vert, Slick Rick, 50 Cent, P&B Rock, Eric B and DPMD. With the West Coast you got G-Eazy, Roddy Ricch, Too Short, Vince Staples, Tyler the Creator and O3 Greedo. Although the West Coast has Dr. Dre and Tupac, I'm going with East Coast. Next question. This question comes from Lil Pluto. Looks like they're a Uzi fan. Fun fact, that profile picture is from the Like This music video that G Herbo deleted due to their beef, which sucks because that song was fire. Anyways, their question is, who's your favorite underground rapper? Probably Tyvon. I've been fucking with him as of lately and I like his style. I think he has the potential to blow up in the future. Fun fact, I discovered him from the Internet Money album and I'm glad I checked him out. The song he has with Trippy's probably my favorite. Next question. This question comes from Thiago Belventura. I like this guy because he was born in Brazil and moved to America to form his unique music taste. Their question is, what type of student were you in school? Now see, where I'm from, we are from a farming area. Over here in Illinois we have to grow potatoes and other crops. We are in the Midwest, so it wasn't normal for me to be a jock. I had a love for sports growing up, and when I wasn't watching my Scooby-Doo, I was watching sports reels. But being normal is boring, am I right? Next question. This question comes from the rapper Camelot Sis. I just gotta say, your music's growing on me. Their question is, what caused you to start making music? When MarquisFalcon was on the scene, I started my music career. It all started when I did a Theater X feature. I'm still trying to grow my music career but I'm gonna need some advice. What type of music do you guys want me to make? Drill, rage beats, lyrical? Let me just say this, my influences are Big Sean, Kate Tranada, Future, Drake, Pop Smoke, Lil Durk and Trippie Redd, so I'm trying to make music in their styles. You feel me? Next question. This question comes from Orion Reyes. Nice content you got there, and thanks for letting me hop on your song. Their question is, what's your favorite color? Well, how the fuck do you describe a color? I don't know. Last question. This question comes from Hunter. Nice. Another Pokemon fan just like me. Their question is, who's your favorite rapper? For me it's Young Thug, but I'll give you my top 5. My top 5 is Young Thug, Pop Smoke, Tupac, Ice Cube, and Kanye West. It isn't easy picking the best rapper, but I think Thugger's a GOAT. It's important to note that every person on here is bound to have a bad song. It's inevitable. For Thugger, he has Pussy. For Pop Smoke, he has 44 Bulldog. For Tupac, it's Checkout Time. And for Kanye, it's Closed on Sunday. And that's the end of the Q&A. I'm glad that I was able to answer everyone's questions. This was fun, but I'm gonna need a break after this video. Thank you for everyone that participated and I'll see you soon. Bye.